Good afternoon, everybody. This is Scott and the Shot Podcast. It's mid afternoon here. I'm starting a little early today. Let's all get together and have a shot of your favorite whiskey, tequila, wine, whatever you want to drink, a beer. I'm watching Michelle Obama on the news right now. Turn that down a little bit, babe. I'm watching Michelle Obama on the news right now, and everything she's saying, why they should vote for Kamala Harris is because of fear. You need to fear Donald Trump and the Republican Party for this. You need to fear him for that. It's all about fear. I always thought being the president of the United States or being elected president was about ideas that make our lives better, our country safer, our kids smarter. excuse me. I always thought that's what a president was supposed to do. Now I know Donald Trump calls people names sometimes, but most of those names are related around being stupid, not being a murderer like Hitler or fascism. How else do you call somebody who's talking stupid stuff? How do you say it? How do you call somebody stupid without saying you're stupid? I mean, what other word do you use? I mean, if somebody's really just talking stupid, weird stuff. So that's what Donald Trump does. And I agree with it. If you're going to get on there and try to run the country, run my life, my wife's life, my kids, my grandkids, my friends, then if somebody's talking stupid, I'd like somebody to come out and say you're being stupid. It's kind of like Mitt Romney when he was running for president, that he's a choke master. When he said that when Obama was lying about some stuff, and they asked him about it after it happened, and Mitt Romney's like, well, at best he wasn't being forthright. Well, so does that make people feel better if they say a word that sounds different, but it means the same thing? Stupid, forthright, being an idiot. Which one sounds good? Forthright, I guess, sounds the nicest, but that basically means you're being a liar. So that's my point. But the Democrats take it up there and they call us all these names that mean something way worse. We're killers. We're oppressors. We're evil. I mean, what's that? I mean, that's their whole platform. That is their whole platform, not just to Donald Trump. To me, I'm a deplorable. Remember, I'm a deplorable because I don't agree with that dumb fucking woman. You know what I'm saying? Hillary Clinton, one of the dumbest, most spoiled, little rich bitch I've ever seen. I mean, that's what she is. That's what she is. I mean, but since we don't think like her, we're deplorables. I've never once in my life thought if somebody didn't think exactly how I think that they're deplorable. I never once thought somebody's Hitler. There's only one Hitler. I mean, I never thought those things about anybody. A fascist, I mean, you have to even look to really know what a fascist is. You have to look up that definition. I don't want to get into it, but it's a long list of crazy stuff. I mean, that means a lot of things except for somebody calling somebody stupid like Donald Trump does. If you want to abort babies on demand, I think that's stupid. So I'm going to say it's stupid, wrong, and not right. I'm not going to call you a Hitler. I think it's evil. Abortion has its place. It does. Like I said, I had an abortion once when I was 18 years old. My girlfriend was 16, and it was hardly done back then. This is like 1984. Abortions weren't just being done, every single day. It wasn't glorified as and talked about as reproductive rights. Reproductive rights means the ability to create something. That's what reproductive means. So when they say when they disguise it under the phrase reproductive rights, that's a lie. We're talking murder here. We're talking murder when it's done for birth control. I mean, on a regular basis. I've known women that had 5, 6 birth controls. I mean, abortions. I mean, that's not reproductive. Reproductive means means that us, an animal, and them have the ability to create new life. Abortion isn't reproductive rights. Abortion is taking out of a human baby out of a woman's body and terminating it. Now, like I said, I agree with abortion in rape or incest, or a one-time situation where a kid in high school gets knocked up because they're still so young and naive, and that's what I believe. Anything besides that is just nuts. We're all adults here. If you don't want to have, and now I get it. Now I do get it that sometimes the steps that you're taking not to have a baby doesn't work. But that's really rare, and it's really rare that happens. I mean, usually the woman doesn't take her pill at the same time every day. I mean, she doesn't want to do it for whatever because it makes her heavy. It makes her gain weight. I mean, they don't want to do diaphragms for whatever reason. There's reasons why they don't want to do it, but those are out there. They have the day after pill, which I agree with the day after pill. I mean, let me see the paper, baby. My paper and a pen. Is the pen there?
Yep. There you go, babe.
Okay, I'm going to give you a little demonstration, people. When a woman gets pregnant, say after 6, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, here's how big the baby is. Let me get a fresh piece of paper here. Let me show you what we're talking about here. We're talking it's still in embryo form. You see that little dot right there? That's what me and my first girlfriend had aborted. Now, when you get into 12, 13, 14, 16, 24, weeks, you're talking... there it is, a baby. You're talking it's already formed out to a baby. To me, that's when it starts getting really sketchy because, you're not supposed to murder people. You're not supposed to kill people. You're not supposed, it's all, but it's okay to kill a baby. And just because it's not breathing air yet, it's just not breathing air yet. It's still alive, though. It is a live human being. And even if an embryo it is, but like I'm saying, abortion shouldn't be glorified. It's there for certain situations, but it shouldn't be on demand. Now, all this fear that Michelle Obama's talking, fear. You're going to vote on fear? Donald Trump was president for 4 years, and what happened? What kind of fear did everybody? Did all these things happen? Did he start rounding people up and throwing them in concentration camps? Did he take away your abortion rights 100%? No, he didn't. And I wouldn't vote for him if he did. I do believe in abortion, just not on demand. It's weird how everybody's, is so afraid of everything anymore. Life is hard, people. It's a scary world we live in. But going around being afraid of every little thing, worried about every little thing, pronouns, transgenderism. Now, she says you should fear Donald Trump. Now, this is why she says you should fear Donald Trump and us deplorables. I'll tell you why. Because we don't agree with open borders. We don't agree with people coming over here illegally. Especially by the millions and millions when people here are struggling just to find their first jobs. We got people here on welfare that are trying to find their way still. And when you let all these people come over here, and like I said, there's no timeline for for how long they're going to be getting all this free money, free housing, and all that. That isn't that crazy? So fear us because we don't agree with that. Fear us because we don't agree with abortion on demand up through the last trimester. If they want to fear me for loving life, loving children, then I guess fear me then. If you think it's okay to just abolish student loan debt, trillions of dollars worth, all because you want kids to like you to get a vote when the Supreme Court said it's unconstitutional, if you fear me because of that, because I believe in the Constitution and that people, when they sign a loan, should have to pay for it, well, then I guess you should fear me. When they start, here we are 10 days away from the election or whatever, and they started offering $25,000 to black people to buy a home. Start offering all this free money. It's not free and it's unconstitutional. That is called it's racist. If you give one race of people something that other people can't get, that's being racist. So they're supposed to fear me for thinking that somebody shouldn't get a $25,000 loan for a down payment on a house when I can't get it. And then everything else that they talk about it's just stupid. Price gouging. Let's talk about her price gouging. Try to bring down prices. There's already a department that watches out for price gouging. It's in our government. It's already there. What the Department of I don't know what I'm not sure the name of it around. I just come on here and talk, but they already look for that. If that was already going on, then why isn't she doing something about it? If everybody's price gouging everybody, then why isn't she doing something about it? So everything that these Democrats are saying, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. It doesn't spell right. It doesn't spell or smell right. But if I say it, then I'm a Hitler. Donald Trump has never called him Hitler. He came down that fucking escalator and he said Hillary Clinton's a fucking dumbass because she is. I mean, she's just like every other Democrat. Let's buy votes. Let's give away free things. Are we moving towards a world of communism where there's no more money? All I'm trying to say, people, is if the Democratic Party wants a different system of government, then let's talk about it. And let's see if the people of this country can come on board with it. I mean, if we're just going to vote and we all get a car, a house, get food, clothes, that kind of sounds all right. I'd have to actually watch, actually look at the paperwork and see exactly how it's worded and what that means. But right now we live in a world of different governments, and this government is democratic. We are a free society, and we're Americans. I mean, so if you want to change that, then let's have a conversation about it, a real conversation, an intelligent conversation, and let's hear why you think that would benefit this country. But right now, it seems like they're trying to do all this kind of weird things behind everybody's back. And if I don't agree with it, I'm Hitler. Well, time for a shot. There's my lovely wife. I love my wife more than life itself. Men are supposed to love women. Women are supposed to love men. We're supposed to have beautiful children. I want to talk about this about the abortion thing again. We are a species. We're called humans, but we are a species just like a deer, a bug, an ant, a tiger. If we just keep killing off our kids, you saw what COVID did. How many millions of people did COVID kill? What happens when the day comes where something worse than COVID comes, and it just starts killing people by the tens of millions, by the hundreds of millions? You better hope there's enough humans on this planet that weren't aborted in order to be able to try to survive until we figure out how to get out of that pandemic that we're in. If we just keep killing off everybody, I mean, what's left? I mean, you saw how many people COVID took out. I mean, imagine if it was worse than COVID, though. We can't just be killing babies just because we want to be irresponsible and go fuck everybody without any protection if you don't want to have a baby. I mean, my Lord, people, come on, think about that. Sex is probably the greatest pleasure in life that people have, but be responsible with it. Be responsible with it. It's like my wife. She's 56 years old, and we're still responsible with our sex. She don't want to get blowjobs, so she gives me a hand job. I mean, that's what I'm talking about here. We're being responsible. Stop it. But I'm trying to be funny here, but no, really, people.
55, dear. I'm not
55. Sorry. But what I'm talking about here is it's how do you call somebody stupid when they're being stupid without saying you're being stupid? I mean, there's no nice way to say it when somebody's being stupid. So the Michelle Obama's on here. Remember that? You go the high ground, you go low, we'll go high. Well, all they do is go low. That's all they've ever done is go low. I mean, that's all they ever done is go low. I mean, she is such a shit talking dumb fucking bitch. I love you, babe. Sorry, she's a liar. Watch this speech she's giving right now, stumping for Kamala Harris. Everything on her speech is about fear. Fear this, fear that, fear this, fear us, fear them. Stop it. My Lord. Man, I mean, we're getting dumber and dumber and dumber as time goes on. All for fucking power, money. I mean, that's it in a nutshell. All these illegals that are coming over here, how much money are they getting? They're getting a lot of money. We're talking billions of dollars. And nobody's told me, I haven't seen nothing on TV that says a timeline for when they're going to be cut off. They are not American citizens. If they are not American citizens, then how are they getting all this help? I know American citizens that have a hard time getting this kind of help, but it's just getting handed to them. Nobody's even given a timeline for when all these free benefits are supposed to stop. If you got all that money, then why is Social Security about ready to go under? They keep saying. And instead of giving us people on Social Security a $25 raise every 4 years or whatever it is, give us an $800 a month raise, $1,000 a month. If you got all this free money to give out to illegal aliens, and these people that are coming over, they act like we're supposed to feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for nobody who sneaks over our border. We got Haitians coming over here that still, did you watch the news? In Haiti, they're still eating people. The bad people there are eating people. They call that guy barbecue. They eat people over there. And this, the people of that country allow it because they're still there doing what they do, still eating people. And we want that kind of mentality to come over here. We want somebody with that kind of mentality to come to our country and live here around our kids and grandkids. I don't think so. I don't think so. And I'm not saying that, I'm not mentioning Haitians because they're black. I'm just saying that area of the world's crazy. And why would we allow them to come over here? Why would we allow Muslims to come over here? When there's such a hardcore religion of hate. I mean, they don't like Americans. They don't like freedom. They're Muslims. They don't like women who dress like we do, that dress with showing their skin if they're a real Muslim. I mean, they don't. I mean, why would we want those kind of people over here? I don't care what color you are, what nation you come from, as long as you live more like this society. This society, not like a white person, but American society. I mean, we're letting crazy countries come over here with their people when it's kind of like this terrorism thing. When I was 20 years old, I watched the thing on TV and it showed a bunch of Iranian kids, probably the age of 8 to 13, all standing in the street, AK-47s, yelling "Death to America." Well, even though those were kids back then, but those kids are all growing up right now. They're trying to kill all of us. They're trying to kill all of us. They hate us. Iran hates us. They hate Israel. Now I don't want to sit there and try to decipher which one of each individual citizen is different than that. I don't. We don't have time for that. So I'm going to chalk them all off as being terrorists and future terrorists. Israel, kill them all because they've been a blight on this on the human race since day one of being around. I mean, they can't get their shit together. They can't. They hate people that are Muslim. They hate everything. They hate other religions. They hate women because that's why they treat them the way they do. They hate their kids because they raised them to be little terrorists. I mean, like I want a kid coming to this country who was taught since the day he was born, hey boy, when you get up, remember, fuck America, fuck Israel, kill them all. That's what these little kids are going through. That's happening. That's the bottom line. They're getting taught to hate us, but yet, oh, they're all right. Let them come over here. No, 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 no. None of these countries should be coming over here. There should be, I mean, I know we have Muslims here now. I'm not saying lock anybody up at camps. We just need to stop it. We need to stop it. And honestly, we need to watch these people that are here from those countries because there's a reason why those countries are messed up, people. It's because the majority is fucked up and the majority believes in that cause. It's not that hard. It's not that far-fetched to believe that, is it? Is it? I mean, or do you want to take a chance on something going on down here and our people dying? All I see is a bunch of our country wanting to bring all that crazy stuff over here, and it's already here. Transgenderism, abortion on demand, love and free, the summer of love. Let's burn down some cities. Let's burn down some cities, not arrest nobody. I mean, stop it. And I'm going to say this to the black race. And I'm a lover. I have friends from all races, bro. So remember that. When I say what I'm going to say here, you need to stop getting so easily riled. I mean, I know lots of white guys that don't comply with the law when I was growing up, and they got fucking smacked. That's what happens when you fucking go against the cops, regardless what color you are. Yep. I have been in jail. You can look me up. I have been in jail a bunch of times. I mean, if I pop off wrong or don't comply, I get beat up too. Well, but if I go outside, it's because I'm white. Nobody listens to me. But I don't want nothing burnt down over it. And if you take it too far, then accidents happen. It's the police. They're supposed to fucking intimidate you. You're supposed to comply. And to all my brothers out there that I've never known and the ones I don't know, just comply, bros. I mean, try to get your shit better, but just comply because these cops are assholes. They're supposed to be assholes. That's why I don't want to get pulled over. I don't get in trouble no more. I haven't for a long time. I don't get in trouble. I'm tired of being treated like a piece of shit by a cop. But that is their job. And I'm smart enough to know that's their job. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we have to have police in a society so people just don't go out killing and raping all of our, mainly the women. Well, today's world, probably guys too. Guys raping guys, I don't know. I mean, third shot, last one. It's my wife's day off, so I don't want to get too buzzed. But I'm just trying to wake everybody up and really think about what you're thinking, why you're going to vote for a Democrat. She's still on here. Look at her. She's still on here with nothing good to say about nothing except for smack talking the Republican Party, which is half this country, and Donald Trump. What did Donald Trump ever do to any white person that was so horrible? Any black person, any Mexican? What has he done? You listen to these Democrats talk their mouth. What have they done that even remotely comes close to what they're saying? What has he done? I don't see none of it. I don't see none of that kind of behavior by Donald Trump. He says his mind, and if you don't like it, I mean, it is. But he's not calling people names like fascist and Hitler. And if he is, it's because the Democratic Party is so extreme anymore, and they don't want to lose power at all. They're just going as low as they can go. I mean, Michelle Obama, when they go low, we go high. Stop it. She's a gutter. She lives in the gutter. She's a gutter rat. Division. Pit black against white against Mexican against black, all of us against each other. Yep. I'm not saying that there's not people out there that don't like different races of people, but you want to know what? I've known white guys in my life that are assholes, and they're an asshole to everybody. They're an asshole to fucking black people, to white people, to Mexicans, to their wives. You can't get away from that. You can't get away from that. There's always an asshole somewhere. I mean, but systemic? I don't think so. I mean, I just don't think it's like that, people. Now, and I've been around the block. I'm on here talking to you people from a very worldly position. I've been around the world, man. I have had a good life. My parents made money. I mean, I'm not a poor. I wasn't brought up in a poor family, but you know, they say the right side of the track and the wrong side of the track. I always ran to the other side of the wrong side of the track, you know, because those are the kind of people I like to hang out with. But the ones I hung out with aren't like that. I mean, it's not that hard to get along. I mean, the only type of person I'm prejudiced against is somebody who's in my face that's got a problem with me, and then I got a problem with them. If you show up somewhere, no matter what color you are, no matter what race you are, if you're talking cool shit, real shit, you're being fucking real. I'm there. I'll talk to you. I'm friend. I'll be your friend for, you know, until you show me that you're stupid. I mean that's how it is. That's how most people are. You know, everybody when they meet somebody, no matter what color, no matter if they're your color, they're a different color, everybody always judges somebody on look at first. That's human nature. But it doesn't mean that you mean evil, that you want to treat them bad, or you're mean in your heart. All right? People think that's the human brain doing what a human brain does. And a smart person tells the brain, I'm gonna check it out, man. It'll be all good. I mean, but we're getting to a stage in this country where a phase in this country where that's not even going to work anymore. They got us all trying to fucking pop each other now. Huh. I mean, they got the black. I mean, they would like nothing better than you black people to kill yourselves, the Democratic Party. I'm telling you. I mean, everything that I see that they do for you guys is all it's doing is keeping you down. It's just keeping you down. I mean, the black race has a lot of fucking opportunities as anybody else. And when the smart ones, they succeed. Look at all the musicians. Look at all the sports players. I mean, Ben Carson, the best fucking heart surgeon ever. I mean, stop acting like it's not possible for everybody to reach their dreams. If you listen to these Democrats, they don't want you ever to get to that phase because they want you to be ignorant and to vote for them every time. I mean, they're freaking out right now because they think they lost your vote for the majority. They're freaking out. Well, what have they ever done for you? Except give you a bigger welfare check or take away the fucking work requirements. How's that ever going to better your life? I mean, really, how's that ever going to get your kid out of poverty or to do better? I mean, think about that. How's that benefit you in the long run? And I think past myself. I think to my grandchildren, my kids. Yep. You got to think past yourself. Everybody dies, guys. Everybody dies, and all you really have left is what you taught your kids, or what you left what you're leaving for the next generation. Sorry for my stuttering. It happens only when I drink a little bit. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's not about so much here. It is. But what do you leave for the next generation? There's not gonna be nothing left. And what we have, we're giving away. The world has been based on borders, lines, laws. Everything has its place. I mean, it is what it is. It's not the best. This government's not the best. It's not the best that it could be, but it's better than everybody else. But it's getting to where it's not. And sooner or later, we're going to lose it because China's not fucking around. We need to be strong and united. Strong and united with smart kids that can get out of high school with higher than an eighth grade, reading and math. I will tell you this. I'm a journeyman carpenter and I never went past 12th grade. But besides math and reading and English, none of the other higher maths, none of the advanced composition, advanced this, advanced that, none in high school, none of that never mattered shit in my life. But it's there to teach you how to concentrate, basically. But it doesn't matter. We can't even it doesn't matter on the normal kids' life. Some kids go to higher education and they do that, but for the most part, if you can get out of school and know how to do math, basic math, if you know how to read well and spell, your life will be good if you work hard. All the other stuff doesn't matter. Most of the stuff that you'll learn from jobs will be on the job training. So my point is, I don't understand how these kids are getting out of school now and they don't even have an eighth grade level math, and they can't do reading past the eighth grade. They can't spell past the sixth grade. I mean, what is really going on here? There's only two real things in high school, in grade school, in junior high that kids really have to know when they get out of school: how to write, read, and do arithmetic. The science and all that, the kids that are smart at that, they'll do it. And they'll go to higher education. They'll be the ones inventing these drugs that we take and all that. But for the average kid, we just got to get you out of school to where you can read, write, and do arithmetic at a level that's not like a child. I mean, when you're 22 years old, 25, 30, 40, that is what we're failing on right now, because kids are not even, most of the kids in this country aren't even getting past an eighth grade level in reading or math or writing. Even they write like shit. They don't do cursive writing anymore. Cursive writing is one of those things because it's kind of like when you go to a dance. You have sock hops, and then you have your formal dances. That is what writing is. There's writing that I write to my friend. How I write when I tell my friend, "Hey, meet me over here at 2:00." And there's writing there's a way of writing to where when you're writing like a letter to somebody to get accepted into the military academy, or you're writing a composition that says about your dad or your mother. That it's a sign of it's a respect thing, kind of, in a sense. It's just not a bunch of scribbling. It's supposed to look pretty and be respectable looking. Everything in life is about respect. The way you speak, the way you talk, the way you write, depending on who you're writing to and where you're writing to. And we can't even, they don't even want kids to do that anymore. They're taking away cursive writing. And honestly, they're getting to where everybody's on their cell phone and they don't need to. They say, well, why go to school anymore? We got a computer right in your hand. Well, what if the computers disappear? What if somebody does one of those EMP things here and we lose all power goes down? Then we got a nation full of idiots. I mean, after we get him out of rehab, say an EMP dropped right now. It took out all. Well, I think it's called an EMP. It takes all the power out. We got no more electricity, no more power. You can't run it. After these kids get out of rehab for not having their cell phone, then we got to rely on them knowing. We have to rely on them knowing that they know math and how to read. SOS. We got it. There's a nuke coming over here. We need to stop it. They're gonna be going. I mean, they won't be able to even read or write. That is why it's important for reading and writing, people, because computers are only good if you always have power. But there are times when that power is going to be gone. Ask people in World War II. Ask people in World War I when their towns got attacked, occupied, bombs going everywhere. You're not always going to have power, people. So being intelligent on your own without being intelligent because you have a computer there, it matters. It matters, okay? Anyway, how long have I been talking for here? I don't know. I'm trying not to bore you guys. 29 minutes. All right. Well, that's the Scott angle. This is Scott in a shot, uncut, trying to school you people that don't get it. Wake up. Wake up. You need to get woke. Not the other woke. These people that talk about being woke, they're asleep. They need to get really woke. That's why all this crazy stuff's going on. I'm woke. What does that even mean? You're dumb shit? I mean, all these little words and all that. I mean, I'm woke. We're woke. Stop it. Man, if I dot you in the eye with my dick, will you be woke then? Open your fucking minds, guys. Wake the fuck up. woke. All these little names they have for stupid shit now. I mean, pronouns and all. I mean, it's kind of like it's kind of like a form of being an idiot that I've never seen. Watch the movie Idiocracy, people. I can't say it enough. Watch. It's a comedy. It's funny. It's got Luke Wilson in it. Watch Idiocracy, and that is where our country's going. The main show on there, the guy's watching TV. It's his favorite show. It's ouch, my balls. It's a bunch of guys getting kicked in the balls, hitting the balls. That's what we're going to. He got hit in the balls. I mean, it's crazy, but that is where we're heading to. When I first saw the show, I thought it was like, wow, that's a little far fetched, but no, it's not. It's not. We're becoming idiots, and now I got to turn around and watch this. Watch this. Ah, it's Kamala Harris, the dumbest bitch I've ever seen in my life. Look at her. Oh, we're gonna go make a white man taco. Yay! Oh my God, let's go play. I vote for me because I feel so good about life and about you, and because I feel good, the whole world's gonna be better. Takes real serious people to make the world go round, and right now it's going slower. Pretty soon it's just gonna fucking go because we're so stupid. All right, people. This is Scott in a Shot, uncut, and until next time. See ya, America.
Peace out.
Peace out.